Oh, we are in full messy bun hair day today. Come over here. Come over here. There we go. Ugh. Oh gosh. Second cup of coffee vibes. Dante, this coffee is not for you, pal. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you. Sometimes that second cup of coffee is just like when it really gets good, right? It's just like, I'm a little jazzed from my first cup. I'm now like warming up and getting cozy again with cup number 2. Maybe I'm getting a little funky with my coffee flavor this time around. I don't know, either way, I'm living for it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Hello if you are new here. My name is Roxanne, also known as By Bun. I'm a mixed media artist, illustrator, and maker of things, although not really any art, mixed media, illustration stuff happening in this video because I am going to be continuing to torture you all with my newfound hobby, and that is nail art. Nail stuff, nail art. I can't stop, you guys. I am obsessed. This is my new hobby, my new thing that I do for fun on the side. Dante is rolling around like a crazy dog. What are you doing? As soon as I turn on the camera, you gotta be rolling around like a crazy pug? Look at this dog. Excuse me. Hello, we're trying to film a video here, mister. What do you think this is, the Dante show? Anyways, I am continuing to spiral down my obsession with nail art and nail polish and nail stuff. So I am going to torture you and bring you along on this crazy hobby ride of mine. That said, if you're not into nail stuff, nail art, or destashing or organizing, because that is what is going to be happening if you've read the title of this video, you know, maybe just skip this one and tune in next week when I put out another new video, because this is going to be really specific, very niche, odd video. But frankly, nail art and nail stuff brings me a lot of joy, so
I'm going to torture you with that joy because that's what I feel like doing.
Like it says in the title, we are going to be organizing my nail stuff today. It's mostly, well, it's a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. I have switched how I've been doing my nails because I've just been slowly leveling up my nail game, teaching myself how to do more advanced techniques, things that I normally would get done in a salon, I'm now trying to do at home, and I've had some success. Like, you guys will hear me talk about this, or have already heard me talk about this in personal vlogs and studio vlogs and all that stuff. But I have recently switched from kind of like just regular nail polish and sort of stick-on nails and like the ohora gel sticker nails. I have leveled up to gel. I'm now all about the gel. The gel polish. I've been practicing with builder gel and using nail forms. That said, that transition has led to me accruing. Did you guys hear that snort? I really hope that snort was picked up on my camera. Dante, you've been sleeping all day and now you're like ready to party because I'm on the floor with you. That all said, switching to gel has required a lot more stuff, a lot more accessories. I've also acquired some more tools to like properly do manicures and take care of my cuticles and all that stuff. So I've acquired a lot more things, and I still have a lot of stuff from how I used to do my nails, or I may still go back to that, I don't know. But either way, it's getting a little out of hand. I have this bin here. I have one of my little cubby bins that I use for my nail supplies because, and the reason why I do this is because I do my nails down here. I do my nails in this room and not upstairs, like in my bedroom or in my bathroom. So that's why the nail art stuff lives in here. I like having my big overhead lighting and being able to put something on my computer and like take my time, because usually when I'm doing my nails, it takes me a couple hours. So I like being able to just like enjoy me time in my studio with good lighting as I'm doing it. So that's why my nail stuff lives in here. So I have a bin for it. Most of it has lived in this bin, but I think there's some things that I need to declutter and get out of here. And then I have acquired new things back here, including a new gel nail polish kit, new accessories, new bottles, all sorts of stuff. So I need to figure out, I need to merge these things. I need to merge my old stuff with my new stuff, destash some things, reorganize stuff, and I thought that that might be fun for you guys to see. Also, just want to add a quick side note here. I am not a nail tech or a licensed nail professional. I am completely self-taught, DIY. I watch videos on YouTube to teach myself how to do this. I am not claiming to be an expert, nor am I in any way, shape, or form. I am just embracing the hobby and trying to learn how to do it myself because it's fun, it's relaxing, and something that I just enjoy doing. Oh, now Dante's getting toys. He's getting his toys out now. Puppy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Puppy. So last night I did kind of phase 1 of this big nail stuff organization by swatching all of my gel nail polish colors on nail boards, which apparently is a thing. I filmed the whole process, so I'm gonna pop in the swatching here, and then once you're done watching all of that, I will meet you again at the end of that where we can start to destash and organize all of these things into hopefully this one big bin back here. That is the goal. So have fun swatching. Have fun swatching. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. And I will see you back here for organizing and destashing in a little bit. Okay, we are about to get to the swatching portion of this organization video, and I have these little swatches. Apparently they're called polish boards. Didn't know that was a thing. I guess it's a thing. I got a 50 pack of them off of Amazon. It comes with like a little ring, and I pulled out the number that I need to swatch all of my beautiful little gel polishes over here. So I have the set that came with the main like Beetles kit. Different like base kits come with different color sets. I picked one that was called like Tarot, the Tarot colors. I don't know, it's in my Amazon favorites list. So they're kind of more like fall-ish vibes, which is nice. There's a couple colors in here that I look forward to using, but you know, it's springtime. I wanted some lighter colors, and after I did, I tried some of these out and how much I loved them, I went ahead and got another big set of colors. And this is the pastel set, and this was nice too because it came with an extra base gel. I believe it comes with a matte top coat and a regular top coat, which is nice. That kind of restocks that for me. But again, the gel polish bottles are not transparent, so you can't see what the actual colors are. And although the stickers are pretty accurate, it's hard to tell with my lighting at this current moment. You know, I'm a visual person. I want to be able to see what they look like on a nail because it is a big difference. So that is why I went ahead and got these so that I can see all of the polishes. And you know, the thing with gel too is like, it's a bit of a commitment because when you put it on, it lasts for a long time pending you do the prep work properly. So I want to be able to see what I'm committing to, especially as I continue to delve into nail art. Now, I am not a nail technician. I cannot stress this enough, but I am assuming because this is plastic and it has quite a bit of shine on it, the first thing I'm going to do is actually give it a little bit of a file. And then I will go through and add a base coat. So I'm gonna file, base coat, and then I will apply the colors onto all of these. So I have 32 different colors to swatch. So I will get those swatched up and we'll see how they all look. But yeah, first things first, I'm gonna prep. I'm gonna do this off camera of just getting this file down so that it loses its shine so that the base coat can grab onto it a little bit more, and then my color will go on nice and smooth. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'll check back in when I actually get to the fun part of swatching colors. Okay, so that little file really did make a difference. You can see that they look like a little bit more frosted now, which is nice. So I was able to cut down some of that shine. So I think the gel will hold on a little bit better, especially with a base coat. So I'm trying to do it as properly as I can, even though they're little plastic swatches. And then also just to show in my new little pile of stuff, I did get some lint-free nail wipes here, and then I have my own little alcohol dispenser. So I put my alcohol in here and then I can just pump it on the top, which is really, really handy because you do need that when you're doing gel stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is, oh, I'm really excited to swatch these. Oh my gosh, I've been dying to do this. To see all the colors, so I'm really, really excited. Originally, I was gonna keep the polishes grouped by how I got them, but now I'm thinking I need to separate like my glitters from my light colors to dark colors and just group it by color, because that's probably how they're all gonna be stored on the little ring, is just like a ring of colors. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is just kind of break them up into groups, and then I'll probably try to do a couple at a time. Since the base gel is sticky once you apply it and cure it, I'm gonna do it in like batches. I don't wanna do each nail one at a time because that will be really annoying, but yeah. I've got my little lamp plugged in, this ready, gonna start pulling out these bottles and organizing them, and then actually start swatching. Okay, holy satisfaction, Batman. Oh my gosh. This was time consuming to do, obviously. Did I need to do a base coat and a top coat on all of them? Probably not, but I didn't know, and I just wanted to go totally full send and properly get the color onto these little nail swatches. Obviously, I have a lot of pastels because I did that. I know, I had that pastel set. Basically, Easter made me do it. But it is funny to see like all my colors together now. Like it's such a better way to visualize both like what colors do I want to use in the future, seeing the colors like, what colors am I lacking? What colors do I need, right? What do I have a lot of? Like now I know I definitely don't need any more baby pinks. I have so many variations of light pink that like I'm good. I'm good in that department. Purples, I'm good, although I do need like a deep purple. Let me tell you, this process, although very lengthy, was so incredibly satisfying to do. I enjoyed it immensely. So I now have all of these beautiful swatches of all the gel color that I have. I, of course, didn't write like the brand on it because it's all the Beetles gel polish for right now, but I could see where in the future, if I get other brands of gel, I would obviously add that on the little, label that I had made just out of some artist tape. So I am quite pleased with this. I am going to organize them by color and put them on the little ring. Oh my gosh, this just makes me so happy seeing all the colors. It was also just fun. I'm not gonna lie, like this was a fun little like Sunday afternoon, kind of kickback project. It was very chill. So I'm gonna get these on the ring now, and then I can continue on with my declutter / organization of all of my nail art stuff. Okay, welcome back to the next day. All of that swatching happened last night. You can see here we have my ring of swatches, which OMG, is this not the most satisfying thing you have ever seen while you've been enjoying swatches? In case you were wondering what Dante's been up to, he is over here chewing Little Shop of Horrors. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just happy as a clam. So if you hear a dog toy squeaking, it's that. This brings me so much joy. I love it. I am so happy with the way this looks. It makes me so happy. Even just like the little glitter nails, having them all organized by color. I mean, I even showed James this last night and he was like, you're insane. And then when he was like flipping through it, he was like, this is actually pretty brilliant. This is really cool. So it's so satisfying to have something like this in my house. And I'm excited to like acquire future colors and make more little swatches just to add to my collection. This just makes me so happy. So if you're as into nail art and nail polish as I am, just get yourself one of these off Amazon. It is so stupidly cheap. By the way, I'm gonna have links to everything I mentioned in this video that I think is like worthy. I have a nail art, nail stuff Amazon storefront list, so you can go there. I'll put links to everything in the description box below, but yeah, I'm very happy with this. With this now done, we can now move on to continuing to destash and organize everything else. So I'm gonna put you into overhead mode over here. I'm gonna put a towel down on the floor and just slowly go through everything and eliminate things, decide what I'm keeping, figure out how I'm gonna reorganize everything. I don't know, I'm really excited to get going on this though. So let's get to organizing. Hello, voiceover bun. Coming in hot here to just walk you through what it is that you're watching on camera, because I realized me talking through all of this as I was sorting through things like live, I think would have taken me forever. It's also pretty self-explanatory what it is that I'm doing. I'm going through just my big crazy bin of current nail stuff that I've had in my studio, which you'll see is mostly ohora nail kits at this current moment. So I want to take a moment to talk about ohora. Not hashtag not sponsored at all, by the way, but you guys have watched me probably since the start of the pandemic is when I really fell in love with the ohora nail kits, and I just went like crazy overboard. And it was my go-to at-home manicure system, I guess I would say. They are like the peel and stick sticker decal sort of manicures, but it does cure under a LED light afterwards, or UV light, whatever. And then it hardens. So they're like nail stickers, but they become like hardened gel nails afterwards, which I just loved because I was able to like get nice nail growth and ultimately have like longer nails, which is what I wanted, because I think ultimately my goal was to have kind of like salon quality gel nails and be able to have sort of like tips, or feeling like I was having tips made, but they were actually my natural nails, you know, strengthened by these little sticker things. So you'll see that I am going through all of these kits and I'm picking and choosing what stickers I want to keep. Basically, a lot of what was in my bin was sort of like leftover nail kits. And so it's like once I've used the stickers that I've used on my nails, these are what is left over. I have found that I can usually combine older used sets together to get like a fresh set of those. How many times can I say set? Of the ohora nails. But I just had so many at this point that I really had to narrow down what was I actually going to reuse, what was I going to pass on or toss. I also had a number of unused kits here. So you can see I'm kind of going through and I'm confirming like what have I used, what have I not, because it all just became such a jumbled mess. So this was a huge starting place in my destash, which was just going through and finding out what did I want to keep, what stickers had I not used, and then kind of putting it all to the side in its own bag, because I knew that I wasn't going to be doing these types of manicures, at least not in the near future. So I wanted to have it all in one tidy bag that would then go upstairs to my master bathroom, where kind of I would have a secondary bin of leftover nail art stuff that I didn't necessarily want to part ways with, but that I knew I wasn't going to be using, you know, regularly, and that wasn't a part of my updated gel system. Okay, so I've made a couple of piles of things. As you saw, I was going through all of my ohora nail stuff, which I managed to get into one little, or decently sized makeup bag, I should say. And I have all of my brand new sets, or sets that I haven't used. I have my partial sets because I like to combine patterns, and then kind of just other like ohora essentials, the lamp, the gloss, the little wood sticks. And then I have my own little nail kit that I specifically use for the ohora stuff because I like to use scissors to trim the edges of that. You can reference, by the way, this ohora stuff. There's a whole tutorial here up on my channel of how I like to apply these, but I really am not using these right now because I'm so into gel. So I kind of just want to get this whole system really out of my space because I only have one bin that I like to use for my nail stuff in here. So I am moving this stuff out. It's getting out of here. So that is going to get zippered up. The other thing that I had in here that I'm going to move upstairs is that I was experimenting with using, oh, sorry, as Dante hits my camera, I was experimenting with using tips, but this was before I started using the builder gel, and I'm not a big fan of the plastic tips, and like I really have to, I found that I had to really shape them a lot to get them to fit my nails to then put the builder gel on top of it. So this was kind of like my experiment gone bad, and maybe it was just a bad set of tips. I don't know, I just really wasn't into it, but I have a whole box here that I'm not gonna get rid of just yet. I'm just gonna hold on to it and probably just move this to my upstairs bathroom. I almost wish it would not fit in there. I wish it would fit in there, but it's clearly not going to. But for right now, I'm just gonna move this whole little set upstairs because and I have a bottle of glue in there as well. And I'm not gonna get rid of it just yet, but I'm gonna move that upstairs. So that's in my like move upstairs pile, along with this ohora stuff. That's all going to get moved upstairs. So I at least have that. I have also like a little trash pile over on the side of the ohora like packaging and stuff that I wasn't going to use. Other stuff that was in my bin was just like a little bit of nail polish remover, which I mean like is nearing the end, but I will just keep it in my bin anyways. I like having a little shot glass for doing any kind of cleanup or putting alcohol in. I am going to keep one little bit of nail glue in here just because I haven't used it. I don't know. I have some cuticle oil as well. Actually, I'm gonna put this cuticle oil back with this because this is actually what I prefer with the ohora stuff. And I have other cuticle oil that I'm using now that I prefer. So, okay, that's going back upstairs. Other stuff that was in the bottom of my bin, I have a little nail trimmer, which obviously I'm gonna hold on to that. In the ohora kits come these like prep pads, and because I just don't want them to go to waste, I mean, I do have a bunch of lint-free wipes and alcohol, so maybe I'll just use that, and maybe I should just put this with the rest of my kit. All right, I'm gonna be good, and I'm gonna keep all of the ohora stuff with the ohora stuff. So I'm gonna put the little pads in here, and I'll go ahead and put the rest of these files in here too. So all the ohora stuff is all together. Okay. I'm glad we worked that out. I feel better about that. So that's going upstairs. Then I just have some nail decals, which I've just collected over time. Most of these are from Amazon. A couple are from Simply Horrific Studio, which I'm excited now that I'm like figuring out how to do, like give myself tips. I feel like I can play with these a lot more now. So I'm excited to kind of delve into that world. Of course, I had to get Lost Boys ones. But yeah, this is from Simply Horrific Studio on Etsy. The rest of these are all really from Amazon. Disney Snow White ones. I have some Snoopy ones, and then just some other random little designs. So I'll keep those together because that is something that I would be integrating into my gel stuff. So I definitely want to keep that in my bin downstairs. Also, what was in my bin was some nail polish. I actually, believe it or not, do not own a lot of nail polish. I really try not to clutter into this, and because I don't like regular nail polish, it's why I got into the ohora stuff so big as I did. So I'm not gonna get rid of any of these because this is really pretty much it. I have a couple more bottles upstairs, but beyond this, you're pretty much looking at my polish. I like Essie colors, obviously. One thing that I did want to give a shout out to though is this Ulta Beauty nail polish. I use this like dark turquoise color, Island Vibes, and I get so many compliments on this when I did use it. And then same with the gel top coat on this. It's obviously not, it's a non-curing gel, so you don't have to cure it. So it's, you know, like gel, not, you know what I mean? But they have a whole bunch of different colors, and I actually found that I really liked it, and it did last a long time. So if I was ever gonna go back to like regular nail polish, I feel like I'd probably go back down this route. I don't know. And I like the shape of the bottles too. I probably could have expanded into more of this, but I didn't. Holo Taco Black, obviously love this. It really is one coat black. Love that a lot. This China Glaze color, as much as I like despise this color because it takes like 5,000 coats for it to go on, it is really pretty once it's on, and I call it my Oogie Boogie green. It's why I got it originally, because I wanted to do like Oogie Boogie nail art, but I got so frustrated with how many coats I had to put on for this. It drove me crazy. I feel like that's the major thing with China Glaze in general. I love the colors. They always look really pretty, but it takes 1,000 coats to actually get the color that you see here in the bottle. Anywho, then I just have some random glitters. I'm gonna keep those. So I'm not really destashing any nail polish because I just don't have a lot of it. So I'm gonna put this over to the side in my pile of stuff that needs to go upstairs, and then I can start bringing down the gel stuff that is taking up space and start to see how I want to organize all of that. Continuing on in time-lapse mode now, I have finished going through all of my older nail supplies, and now I've shifted into all the new stuff that I've acquired as part of this gel nail system. I primarily am using a Beetles-based kit. That was sort of like the main out-of-the-box kit that I had gotten, and then have expanded into other supplies from there. And this is all just self-taught things that I've discovered through researching and watching other YouTubers, nail art tubers that I really enjoy watching. And that's how I've acquired all this sort of extra stuff. So you'll see that I have like a removal kit that I had gotten. I finally picked up like some proper nail files and the little cuticle pusher tool and all sorts of little things. And I knew I needed to basically take those things out of the packaging and get them organized into my own little nail box, which you'll see me sort of doing there. So I was kind of figuring out like, okay, what am I putting on the bottom? What am I putting on the top? Because another big thing for me going into actually using like salon grade tools and gel, you know, keeping things sanitary and properly cleaning my tools is a important part of this. And that's definitely something that I've learned through my own research, is that, you know, I do take the time to sanitize all of my things, you know, between each manicure, and I want my tools like nice and clean. So that's why I got this little box. So I was trying to just like depackage everything and get everything in the box so that I could have my tools separate from everything else, so that they're not jumbled all over the place, and so that I know, okay, if they're back in this box, that means that they have been cleaned and sanitized and they're ready for my next manicure. Moving on, I had another big makeup bag. These are those Jeffree Star makeup bags that I had them for a really long time before he got canceled. And I didn't really know what to do with them. They were just kind of like empty in my bathroom. So I used them as my nail supply stuff, and they're kind of like the perfect size for it. So you'll see that in that one, I kind of put my gel polishes at the bottom, and then really used like the lid pocket area for more of the art stuff. So the little brushes, the decals, and even some random glitters that I had. Okay, so here we go. We have my bin with everything that is going to stay in my studio, with everything nice and organized. I'll open that up in a second. We have everything that's going upstairs. I did, of course, classic Amazon. I bought lint-free nail wipes, and it came with like 1,000 of them. So I'm gonna put these upstairs. And then my alcohol, I have, oh, Dante's yakking on some spit. I have my little alcohol dispenser, so that is going to just stay in my bin in here, and I'll just refill it as needed. So that can go upstairs. And what's good about this too, this has multi-use function. So this will probably go near or around my first aid kit. And then over here we have trash, which Dante is inspecting for me here. So all of my trash in just one little box, which was nice. This was the box that my main gel kit came with. It's the Beatles all-in-one mani kit. So that is that. So that can all get recycled and trash, which is great. Going upstairs, here is the bin that is staying down here in my office. We have my lamp, of course, which I want to take good care of and keep, you know, up at the top. I recently bought gel art polish for nail art. So it has the bottles with like the really thin brush on the inside. I haven't used these yet, so I want to keep it towards the top because I want to use it next time I go to do my nails. So I haven't taken this apart or sorted it yet. It's just in here so that I can see it. I thankfully had one of these bags left over from Art Snacks, so I just used this to kind of put all my miscellaneous things in. I have more of the nail boards in there for swatches. I have like my thicker nail clippers, my nail form stickers, a primer and dehydrator that I haven't used quite yet, and then my random little nail glue. So it's kind of just like a catch-all right now of random things, which I think is fine. I put a box of the lint wipes in there since, I mean, you do use those. One of the kits that I had bought came with a little pack of lint-free wipes, so I put those in there as well, just so that I can try to use this up first before I start diving into my bigger boxes. My little glass for cleanup stuff. This is my removal kit. I'm just going to keep this for the most part all together, minus the my files and stuff I put in its own little box. But certainly the clamps and the brush I kept in here because those would get cleaned separately anyways. So when I do go to use these, this would probably get cleaned and put into its own bag. I wouldn't want to mix that with my files, which I also want to keep in a separate clean thing. I have my little alcohol dispenser. This has been so handy, by the way, to use this. I love these little popper top things. They're great. And then that random acetone that I have in there. I do have another full acetone bottle upstairs. I'll probably need to bring that down here at some point. But as you can see, I still have room in this bin to make that happen. So that's fine. And then inside here, I tried to put more of like my polishy things. So you can see in this little zippered section, I put all of my nail art stuff. I also put my nail art brushes. So nail art brushes are up here, glitters, and then all the decals I stuck in there. And then in here, we have, of course, my little toolbox, which I kind of showed as I was decluttering. I have sort of my more metal tools on the top and my files on the bottom, which is great so that once I get these, you know, as I clean them after I use them, I at least have, you know, somewhere to store them so they're not just being jostled around in random things. Excited about that. And then we have all of like the finger polish stuff down here. I say finger stuff because I have like cuticle stuff in here as well, but it just feels like this all needs to go kind of together. So I tried to kind of just group things, obviously the best that I could, but I'm also just trying to keep it tidy in this bag here as well, along with my little swatches in there, so everything is all together, all nice and pretty in there. So I feel like this is just a good way to organize things for right now. I mean, I feel like this should probably be over here, but it's fine. I still feel like that all works. I need to zipper that pouch back up, but yeah, that is everything. So this is like my kit that is just gonna live in my studio here. Again, I love these bins, and I love trying to restrict myself space-wise. It really helps from like a hoarding perspective, just to keep things fresh and restrict my real estate of how much I can actually keep in here. Coming back to cold coffee that I'm probably gonna have to microwave. I hope you have all enjoyed my little destash declutter here of all of my nail stuff, my new obsession and hobby that I can't stop talking about and obsessing over. Thank you for putting up with it. I just think it's fun. I love watching these kind of videos, so that's why I wanted to do it. Anyways, thank you for watching, especially if you've watched all the way to the end. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for staying subscribed. Like this video if you like it. You know, all the YouTube things. You guys know how this goes. And that about does it. I'm stoked. I love that everything's in a bin that's off camera over there. Looks just like these other bins, so you get the drift. But that I've earned some space back now to prepare for a shop update. I'm very, very happy about that. Thank you again for watching. I will see you guys in the comments down below. Again, anything that I mention is gonna be linked in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!